All right, let's go to Nick in. Or hold on, before we go to Nick, this is like a whole. Look at this, man. We got millions of people out here in the home audience. There's not really millions, but it's fun to say that. All right, let's go to Nick in Orlando. What's up, Nick?
Hey, man. Hey, just enjoying life. How are you?
I'm giving that a shot too, man. I'm working on it. Life good?
Yeah, and life's good. It was great until you said millions of listeners, and then my heart dropped.
Hey, don't worry, man. There's like 17. No, I think we're up to like 26, if I'm being honest. There's 26 listeners or so.
I'm good with 26. That's fine.
Yeah, actually, I think it is in the millions, brother. So you're here, dude, so let's do it.
Yeah, might as well. Ultimately, my wife's body isn't what it used to be, and I want to talk to somebody about it.
Okay, tell me. I'm trying not to make a face. And
I know
for all the millions of people listening, I would like to just say it's been fun having this show. And
I know that's intentionally insensitive.
This will be the final episode. Okay, so tell me what's going on. How long you been married?
So we've been married 10 years. We were an athletic couple, dating in our early marriage, and just adding kids and jobs. That's just taken the back seat. And so I want your advice on having an open conversation. I know it's obvious. I know my wife's confidence has taken a toll. So I just want to help if I can and hear your thoughts on it.
How have you tried to help already?
Early on, we tried a workout program together. I wasn't telling her certainly to go lose weight. We took a team effort, and I feel like I held up my end of the bargain, and I felt like she dropped the ball and just wasn't motivated enough. And I wasn't going to be the jerk to keep her accountable, and that wasn't my role. And so
you were just the jerk that was going to walk around with a wife that you thought was a lazy bum. And
no. Anyway,
I mean, kind of. So I'll start the whole conversation this way. You are allowed. You're allowed to do whatever you want to. I don't have 1 ounce, and I've got no problem with you being attracted to who and what you're attracted to. That's up to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna get any judgment from me. Like, there's no drinking the haterade on that one. Okay. The challenge here is the way you're framing this feels like, whether you meant to or not, you had conditions on an unconditional love relationship, and you found them. And this sounds like, yes, there's attraction issues, but it sounds like, I don't know many married couples who haven't experienced this. And the image attraction changes, but the total love in the household, the connectivity, all that stuff doesn't change.
Sure.
And so when you say things like she dropped the ball, she screwed up, now you're getting into character issues. And my bigger concern is that what you are going to point your fingers at is, this is an attraction issue. This is she's put on 40 pounds or 50 pounds, and I don't think she's pretty anymore. She used to be a hot athlete, and now she's not. Is cover for, it's real, it's true, you're less attracted to her, but it's cover for, I think my wife is lazy. I think she baited and switched me, and she's ripping me off.
I gotcha.
I think I'm embarrassed when she wears certain things out in public because I have an image that I want to. Does that make? You see what I'm saying? Tell me if I'm off, or if I like. And here, we're already in it, so just be honest. Tell me where you are there.
No, that all rings true.
Okay.
I don't think that she's lazy, and I think that she wishes she had more time and more effort or more self-motivation to work out and to take care of things. I'm still processing, I guess. I think that ultimately, I don't think that I've set that condition that you stated, but I don't think
Here, let me say it this way. Most
Yep.
people, unless you're like just a truly evil person, you're a psychopath, or you're just like a lame like loser. Very few people look at their just for this example, their wife in this example and say, "You've gained too much weight. You disgust me. I'm not I'm grossed out by you." Like that level of vitriol is rare. I don't say
Okay.
it's rare, but it's not common.
Sure.
What's way, way more common is your wife knows you don't think she's pretty anymore.
I gotcha.
You don't cut glances at her anymore. You don't give her hugs anymore. You keep the lights off. And so it creates an air that y'all are sharing. You're both breathing this, where
Yeah.
she might not be able to put her finger on it, but she knows you're out.
Gotcha.
And it's very, very hard to like, you can only be who you want to be when you've got a group of people supporting you, walking alongside you, that you know have your back. And only then can you rappel off the side and go do great and wonderful and crazy things. And that can be as little as, hey, I'm clearing the deck for you an hour a day, and not followed up with so you can get some gym time in. It's, I'm going to clear an hour a day because I see how hard you're working and I love you more than life itself. And Mike, for the next 60 days, I'm going to give you an hour of your life back. I'm going to do all of bedtime. I'm going to do all the dishes. I'm going to come home with dinner. And you're thinking, I'm super busy. I work full time. That's what support and context feels like.
Yeah.
Not, hey, we need to get a workout program together, because she knows, right? She knows you don't like her, or she knows you don't think she's beautiful.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
And you don't think she's beautiful on both, like both physically, and she's just not, she used to be doing this, but she's just not cutting it anymore. And I know that sounds so harsh to hear that out loud, but that's where we are, right?
Right.
Um,
So are there any, I guess I'm looking for practical and sensitive ways to even talk about it. Is there anything to talk about? Or is this just simply a lead by example and just keep we keep an open conversation with our kids about good and bad things to eat and taking care of our bodies. We've established that. Is there anything more I can do besides just opening time up through the day? And I can practice that. I can do that. Is there anything else I can add to that?
I think you need to do some really deep soul searching about whether you're in this marriage or not.
I gotcha.
And I can't tell you, man, more times than not. Do you have somebody else?
No, I don't.
Is there somebody that you work with that makes you smile and laugh a little bit more, or is it pretty hot?
No, I'm not. There's not a specific woman. I'm jealous of the dads or husbands that have the fit wives, because I see their motivation, or maybe even like obsessity, to a fault. Obsessity is a new word.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks. Just to a fault, and I don't want to swing that pendulum too far to where it's in an unhealthy habit. Just looking to improve all of us, I guess.
I think you need to be very honest with your wife.
Okay.
And I think the conversation is about you, not her.
Okay.
And I think the conversation begins with, I am struggling with physical attraction. I'm struggling with the fact that I've created a house where you're so exhausted and you're so fried and you're so out of gas, that you've got no space, and that's on me. And I'm sorry that, like, this is not the moment you go to and you've let yourself go and you're doing these things, then by God, she's got to defend herself.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
By checking out of the conversation. And I guarantee you've got your issues.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
If I'm super honest, dude, there's something you're not telling me. There's something underneath this. And here's why. Like I said, every couple on earth goes through weight transitions and fluctuations, and you have kids, and all hormones change, and get busy at work. I've put on weight. I've worked with guy, like during the book writing process, my eating has gotten bananas, and so I used it as a lifting phase. But I've put on some weight. Okay, I just have. It's a fluctuation, and so that's normal. It's a part of. You can see it if you go look on thumbnails of my shows. You can see I've put weight on my face, like I've just gained weight, and I'll go through another phase whenever I'm done and I'm back. So there's an ebb and flow to all relationships. There's something underneath this. What is it, man?
I don't know that there is.
So your wife is perfect in every way, and you love your life, you love your sex life, you love your intimacy life, you love laughing and playing. It's just she just isn't pretty anymore.
That's what I'm aware of. I don't know of something underlying, and there could be. I don't have that answer for you.
Okay.
I'll do that soul searching to find out, but I just don't know.
Okay. I think you need a season of repentance for with her for one big reason. She has gotten the message loud and clear. You don't like her. You don't approve of her. And that's got to stop. Either that or you got to leave, man, because you're being cruel.
No, and
right?
and it's all unspoken. I know that she senses that. I know that she's unhappy with where she's at too, and so I agree with you. How practically can I open that conversation up without offending her?
You're offending her by your whole life with her is an offense, and so I would say that ship has already sailed. There's going to be tears in this conversation. There's going to be frustration. She's going to be pissed off at you. Like all that's going to happen. So you can't avoid that. What you can do is speak about you and about what you're willing to do to create a world where she feels safe and feels loved and feels like her relationship with you isn't contingent on caloric intake. Sure. And only then can she say, I want to make some changes too. Like my buddy Sal DeStefano said, you can't hate your body into long-term change.
Right.
And you can't hate your wife into studying harder, or you can't hate your wife or be grossed out by your wife until she gets in better shape. That's a recipe for a nuclear explosion.
Understood.
Okay. And so do you see what I'm saying? Like this conversation is about you. Yes, it's going to be, you're gonna have to be honest. I'm struggling with attraction here. I'm also struggling with the fact that I've created a world where you don't feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
Also, you're going to have to make peace if she says, I think I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is how I am, and this is who I roll. Yes, I used to be a runner or a karate champion or whatever. That's not my world anymore. I got 2 little kids now. This is my world. Mm-hmm. And then you are going to have to look at her in the eye and say, I love you to the moon and back. Or you got to go. Right?
Right.
Because you also got 2 little ones that you're teaching, hey, by the way, this is what love looks like. And love looks like silence, or love looks like, ugh. Or love looks like, are you sure you want to have another bowl of ice cream, honey? Or why didn't you work out today? They're picking all that up, man. They're picking up all of it. And as somebody who spent a lot of my life walking alongside people with disordered eating challenges, man, it's just a mess. You have to own the person you fell in love with, and that you looked in the eye and said, I'll be with you forever no matter what. And attraction comes and goes, feelings come and go. That's part of it. But you're going to have to decide whether you love this woman or not, and you're going to have to plug in there. All other healing and weight loss and all that other stuff comes after. I'm not going anywhere, and I will love you for now and forever. That's the only platform long-term healing can be anchored into.